UK couple.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
E and somebody.
So
Yeah,
we two were praying for that kind of touch after this blow.
no problem. But do you
Hey,
have a channel?
we'll make for because you're here, we'll make the channel. We have a channel.
We do force us to make the channel.
Exactly. You have to. You have to make a channel. You know, you all have to join hands so that will make impact. You have to return back to the continent. So this is a whole movement that everyone must get involved.
Mm.
Yes, 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 yes. Hey, you're doing the interview even before we started. Thank you everyone for joining. We have I think 15 other people on there. Good evening or afternoon for those who are in America. And thank you for managing with us with the time change. Just to let you know, this meeting is being recorded as well. Lovely to have you all on board. I would ask Kwame to play some music, but I don't trust our networks. So Woody, how was your day? Well,
Today is actually a free day for me. I was resting the whole day because I've been filming for the past week, but I didn't want to upload them. So today I decided to take a day off and then just rest. So I have like a whole week videos planned already. So I'll be in the house and then the videos will be going up. Yeah.
oh wow. How many do you
Yeah.
shoot in a week roughly since this period?
Roughly I shoot every day.
Oh wow.
From every day. So there are so many people that are doing tremendous job in Ghana, but they don't get a platform. And sometimes when they get a platform, they don't get a reach. So most of them are reaching out to me. So I go to their various factories, houses, and go film the videos for them. So basically every day we film a new video every day. But weekend, I think we are so tired this week, so we decided to rest this weekend and we'll continue on Monday. Yeah.
Do all videos make it to your channel or is it for different, is it streamed elsewhere?
Makes it a channel because they contacted me because they saw other people's videos. So there's no way you're gonna tell them that you're not gonna upload a video on the channel. You'll be in
Hey,
trouble.
so Kwame, does that mean that our videos are gonna we're definitely gonna blow after this, isn't it?
Definitely, you guys should have let me know. Would have even done this on a live stream on YouTube so that everybody will be listening to us. But maybe we can do that next time.
Oh,
Yeah.
next time. You bet we will.
Yeah.
Okay, not to waste time, I will start. This is a Fenchurch professional migration to Ghana session. And just for anyone who's new, welcome. And also just to let you know that it's a Fenchurch professional is a network consultancy. It's kind of a community. I'd say it's the LinkedIn meets Mumsnet. Now, obviously, everyone knows LinkedIn is the professional Facebook, but Mumsnet is also a place where mothers and parents can ask a million questions and get all of them answered. And it's like a forum where people go to have queries about kids, whether it's schools and all those things. And obviously people come to them as well for marketing purposes because they are, if I've got a baby product, the people to launch it to is Mumsnet first. They will be my market researchers and stuff. And just that community feel that they have with questions and queries. So that's what Fintech Professionals is, in particular for migration to Ghana. So we have a platform on WhatsApp, but we're moving it for it to be global and accessible to everyone. So it's that the Mumsnet side of having that all the queries answered. And part of that is through interviews that we hold with people. So, we've had the sessions with people that have actually migrated to Ghana. We've had sessions for HR, recruitment, moving to Ghana, building homes in Ghana or buying homes in Ghana, education in Ghana for people that have children, and the social aspects, them versus us, regarding people that trying to have a social balance in Ghana and not sticking out like a sore thumb because you're from the West or wherever you're from. And today we've got Woody Maya, Mr. Ghana Baby. He's like, if we're here, he's there. But soon we're catching up to him. by God's grace. So he has a wealth of knowledge, and I feel today will be more of an amalgamation, a mesh of all the sessions we've had. He can literally answer it all. So the Lexis, the different Lorraine Wrights, all the people that we've had on board is all in Woody Meyer's head. So without further ado, I will introduce him. If you can tell us a bit about yourself, your journey, how you started, your ni hao journey to China, and how that was in China as well. So I'll give it to you, Woody Meyer.
Thank you. So my name is Wode, not my real name. My name is Kobe. Yeah, a typical Takrady boy, and I went to China in the year 2013. Yeah, 2013, and I lived in China for 6 years. During my journeys in China, I decided to create a YouTube channel where I will share my daily experiences as an African guy living in China. Yeah, 6 years along the line, I felt like China is not my home. I have to come back home. So how will I be able to leave all that I have in China and then just get back to Ghana? Because if you tell your mom that you're coming back home, they'll tell you that, are you okay? Are you crazy? Why will you go back home? At that time, like I'm a certified aeronautical engineer. I was working in China during that time. You know, you're making some good amount of money as a young graduate. And I told my mom I want to get back to Ghana to start this whole project called Africa to the World, where I'll be showing positive images of Africa in different African countries. When I told my mom was like, "You're not going anywhere." But at the end of the day, I felt like I'm too old to make my own decisions. So I just left everything in China and then came back to Ghana. And I would say that this is one of the best decisions I've ever made in my entire life, because nobody told us that there's so many opportunities on the continent. They told us that nothing is here, you can't do anything by yourself. But when I came back to Africa, oh my goodness, like I'll say this again, it's one of the best decisions I've ever made in my entire life. And seeing the impact that I'm making on the internet, I've seen a whole revolution that I brought, saying that it's time for us to come back to the continent to help us develop Africa. And people are taking the message very well. I mean, I've seen people doing stuff. And let me tell you something, when you come back here, I know it's tough. I'm not going to tell you that everything is going to be easy. It's going to be tough, especially the government system will not help you even make your dream come true. But trust me, you can use your own technique, something that you've learned wherever you are. Like I said, let me say this clearly. When you come back to Ghana or when you come back to Africa, the way you see things will be different from somebody who have lived in Ghana all his life. You will see all the opportunities, but somebody who have lived in Ghana will never see those opportunities. So this is who I am, and I believe that it's time for each and every one of you to come back to Africa and make that impact that we are all looking for.
Amazing. This is a personal one. I went to China when I was 16 and with my parents, and there was my dad's business partner took us, he booked a hotel for us because we were Ghanaian. He ended up booking us in a hostel with all Ghanaian immigrants that couldn't leave the country. And I found it very disturbing that there were a lot of Ghanaians there that couldn't leave and they couldn't work as well because they would have been arrested. Is that the case still there? And
Yeah.
how did you find the racial, I don't want to say racism because that would be negative, but how has it changed since then? You know, now everyone's going to China to buy hair and creams and stuff or whatnot. How is that the racial acceptance of being a Ghanaian or African moves
Um,
on? You know?
China always protects its people. But when it comes to Ghana or comes to Africa, it's not like that. I seen as a foreigner living in China, being a student in China, you can't work and study at the same time. It's illegal for you to work and study at the same time in China. And even if you're an African and you're trying to look for a job in China, as let's say the two jobs that I say that it's everywhere in China is being a teacher or being a DJ or an MC in a club. That's where you make a lot of money. But being an African, it's so hard for you to be a teacher without lying to them that, okay, I'm an American before you get the chance to work. So you can go to China right now, almost you see a Ghanaian forming an American in China. This is how the situation is, because if you go as an African, it will be so hard for you to get a job. I think the only African country that almost everybody would love to claim is South Africa. So you claiming that you're South Africans, that's when they give you the job. And for the racial discrimination, I would say that it also depends on where you find yourself. You know, when you find yourself in a third tier city, I think they've never seen a black person before. They've never seen someone who doesn't look like them before. So they tend to love you. They tend to bring you around them just to get to know you. I feel like some of them are curious. I'm not saying there's no racism in China. There's racism in China, but you can, if you're smart, you can turn things around and make fortunes out of it. It's just being smart. That's it. Because like I said, I was a lecturer in my university. It's not because I am so special, but it's because I use my brain. You know, it's not easy being an African in China, but you have to be smart to turn things around. I know a friend of mine who is studying piloting in Canada right now. He was selling shoes when we were in school, and even he's in Canada right now. He's still selling shoes in China and using the same money that he's getting from selling shoes in China. This is what he's using to pay his piloting fees in Canada. And this guy's living. He's a Ghanaian guy, my classmate. So it's just being smart, and you can easily turn things around when you're in China.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Me, I'm
That's
27 now.
wow, that's super young. How do you think that age has helped being young and, being in the new age of technology, social media? How has that helped? And how do you think we, who may be slightly older on the call, can adapt our ways to it? So, like, if you see the NPP's campaigns, you can tell that they have a very youthful media team or whoever that's on the campaign team that are reaching out to the youth through adverts, and it touches the emotive side of people. So how do you
Mm.
feel like your age and your being part of the, I can't remember the generation name, but how has that helped, and what can we learn who are older from you?
I would say that, even making money, it's all on social media. I don't know how to put this, but I would say that the smartphone that you have can make you fortunes, but so many people don't get it. Like some of us use Facebook without knowing that Facebook can pay us. Some of us use Instagram without knowing that Instagram can pay us. Some of us watch YouTube every single day without knowing that YouTube can actually pay us. Some of us, I mean, we write a whole lot of how do you call it, like especially women when they feel so emotional, they just go on Facebook and pour their hearts out without thinking that I can pour my heart out in a blog, and at the end of the day, I'll be making a lot of money. I feel like this is something that everyone, especially those of you living in America, Europe, I mean, all of you, you can literally have a smartphone, create something for yourself on the phone, and they can turn things around for you. What am I saying? Like, let's talk about selling stuff from Ghana to wherever you are. You can buy things from Ghana and sell it wherever you are with just your smartphone without even knowing that someone is buying it or someone is buying it from you. Everything is done on social media. You see, so if I should advise, I don't know the age group that are watching me. I know some of you are not social. I mean, not too much on social media, but if you're at my age or maybe 30, 35, I think you're not too late to turn things around using social media. You can literally sell stuffs on social media without even investing a dollar. Like we have apps, we have Teesprings. I mean, I don't know if anyone knows Teespring. I don't know if you have a T-shirt called Tuesday Bonds are Kings, Wednesday Bonds are Kings. These are ways that you can literally make money without even investing a dollar in it. So I think turning things around with social media, it's something that has come to stay, but so many people don't get it. But if you want to know more information about how to make money using social media, YouTube is the platform. Just go to YouTube and type how to make money with social media or how to make money selling t-shirt without even investing a dollar in it.
Right, okay.
I believe that growing your audience, it's one of the difficult things, but you have friends and family. You have to start with your friends and family, and from there, you're good to go.
Okay, thank you for that. I wanted to ask, why, what would make somebody leave Ghana? So, you've interviewed a lot of people, and I think one or two have said we've left Ghana. What would make somebody come and then go?
Okay. So I think all of us left Ghana because we wanted greener pastures. For me, I left Ghana because I wanted to go to school. But at the
No, I
end
mean,
of
what would the returnees? So, for example, we
yeah,
that return, what would make us then come back?
what will make you come back to Ghana?
No, so like I've moved, I'm from London and I
Hmm.
go to Ghana.
Hmm.
What are the factors that make people go back to the West? So what negative factors impact people in like leaving Ghana again? So
Oh, okay.
I've migrated to Ghana and I come back and I say, oh, it's not working.
Yeah, I think it's the government system, the rules and regulations that is in here. I think it's very, very frustrating, to be
Mm,
honest, because I don't know if you've seen a video of mine where I interviewed a young guy who converted, I think, coconut husk into charcoal.
mm.
Guy factory was pulled down when he wanted to build this factory. The factory was pulled down, his machineries were seized. You know, like the government system that we have in Ghana alone can frustrate you. I know so many people who don't talk about their struggles. I just put a video up. I mean, if you haven't checked it out, just make sure after this live stream you check it out. This guy doesn't want to be 100% with us on the video, but this is the guy who wanted to build road with granite. Yeah, he wanted to build roads with granite, and he's reaching out to all the government bodies, and everyone is refusing to help this guy. Everyone is refusing to help this guy. I feel like people also in Ghana don't get it that somebody investing his money into a business, he struggled to get that money. So far as you're coming from abroad, they see you as okay, you brought a lot of money, so I need to take advantage of you. So this is the reasons why I think a lot of people come, they feel so frustrated and go back to wherever they came from. I think these are factors because you have to be extra careful. And also, when you start a business in Africa, don't leave it. You have to be there. If you want your business to, so don't stay in America and say that, oh, I'm sending my money to this person to do business for me. Or maybe I'll come back to Ghana and I'll give my money to my brother to do my business for me. No, they didn't struggle to get that money. You struggled to get the money. Now, at the end of the day, they will take advantage of you and you feel like, oh my goodness, what happened to me? I need to go back to wherever I came from. And you ended up leaving. I mean, I've heard stories like that. And I've also met people who turn things around. They left, learned the hard way, and now they have a successful business.
Right, okay. To touch upon obviously family, we can handle it because then you come back. But how do you manage the government and with expectations? In the UK, there are laws. I get a parking ticket. I'll go on Google and find one loophole that I can use against them. How does that work in Ghana with people that come from such a systematic governmental regime?
It doesn't work. I'm just
Wow.
being honest. I'm just being.
How do you get around?
I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything to you. It doesn't work. Like the government system, the government will frustrate you. Like all the people that I've interviewed, some of them are not being real. I mean, they not wanna. I mean, the business is going on right now. They don't want to talk about their struggle. But if you talk to them behind the scene, their struggle is the government system. Like, take it for instance, maybe you want a loan to do your business or something. There is nothing like 3% of the money that you got from the bank. There's 3% interest. No, you have to pay like 10, 11, 12%. How do you expect me to do business in Ghana by paying 10, 11, 12%? You see, we don't have system that, how do you call it, that protect Ghanaian businesses because our people care about their friends and families. So it's all about knowing somebody and then that person will pave way for you. So this is the system that works in here. So you have to make sure that you get connected with people. I mean, the people that I've seen in here, all of them, at least the people who are making it in Africa, all of them in one way or the other, they know somebody in the government system. If you don't know anybody in the government system, you tend to struggle. So maybe if you don't know anybody, you have to talk to that your friend, for your friend to talk to their friend, and that friend will help you. That is the system in here. Just being honest, it's frustrating. The government will really frustrate you. And that is the thing that sometimes I tell the people that I interview, you know what, just feel free and talk about it. Feel free because I've only been questioned once by the government when I talked about the year of return was a fraud. It was not even me. it was not even me. It was a guy that I interviewed and said the year of return is a fraud. At the end of the day, the government reached out to me that why would I use my platform to let people say the year of return is a fraud? So basically, people get scared to talk about these things. But this is the situation on the ground. It's frustrating. And you have to find your way around. But if you have a successful business in Africa, my sister, believe me, you're gonna make it. You're gonna make it. You're gonna make it because the things that I'm seeing, there's so much opportunities that I think it's time for everyone to come and take a piece of it. I always say that Africa is a virgin, and if we don't tap into that virginity of Africa right now, before it's too late. Yeah.
Okay, so we want to have successful businesses. We want to do well. The government is our main hindrance, amongst other things, but the main one is the government. Aside networking and who you know, I feel like it's a bit similar to when you get stopped by the policeman in Ghana and you just say, my uncle's a chief constable, whatever. Bar that, what else can we do to mitigate it? Or is that the only one?
No, you see, you have to network with the people. I mean, like I said, if you really want to get your way, get things around in Ghana or in Africa in general, you have to network. You have to know people who have done it before. Start talking to them. There are a lot of them, but they don't show themselves. It's just, I think these videos that I've been doing lately that is exposing all these people. Like before, even sometimes I have to convince them, you want to talk to me? You're like, yeah, but you make sure that you don't ask certain questions. So I think you should check the videos that I've been doing. Go there. Is if you want to do any business, try to reach out to these people that I've interviewed. They know the situation on the ground and they're going to help you out.
Okay.
Like, it's not as easy as you see. I mean, like, some of them don't want to be real. They don't want to tell us whatever is happening, but I talk to them behind the scenes, so I know what I'm talking about. It's just to whom you know. For your business to succeed here, it's to whom you know. Otherwise, they're going to frustrate you. I mean, they're going to come and collect taxes. They're going to come and tell you, pull your buildings down. There's so many of them, so many. So many of them. And, these people, the way they do things, it's like they don't believe in Africans. They don't believe that we can do it. So they would love to give projects to people that don't look like us. So if you're an African or if you're a Ghanaian and you want to come and do stuff, you have to spend money. This is why Chinese is controlling, because a Chinese person is ready to give money to do, to get his way around things. So if you as a Ghanaian, we are not ready to pay, then you have to give the contract to a Chinese person. So this is the system, and I think we can get things around if we unite as one.
I wanted to ask you a question. Since you've met with so many people, in the UK, in the West, America, we all have a networking, the way we approach people, the way we approach companies. And you said, network is king. What's the best way to approach Ghanaians who are typically not as in your face, or, hey, I want to be your friend, can you add me on LinkedIn? How can we not look like we're overbearing when we're approaching people?
It's tough, even when it comes to me, to connect with successful people on the continent, because I think they have their own clan, they have their own group of people that they move around with. So you coming into that space, you also need to get connected. So thank God I have Kofi Uncle, who knows almost most of the people. And also, I got a couple of people that knows almost everyone. Like recently I met a former president of Ghana, just because like I know this person and this person took me to them. So I think it's time to connect with people on the grounds. But how do you do it? LinkedIn, not everybody's on LinkedIn. Like not all of them are on LinkedIn. So it's gonna be tough for me to say that go to LinkedIn and check them out. But I think one person that you guys need to hold, I think what was the name? The first person that I spoke to in here, what's the name of what's his name? I think I forgot his name. Kwame. Yeah, the best person, yeah? The best person to get you all contact in Ghana is Kofi Anko.
Okay.
Kofi Anko is well connected. Like I said, he's well connected from real estate to construction, everything.
Yeah.
Because everything that I do right now, it's all about Kofi Anko. Kofi Anko, like The first day he sent you a message, I didn't even say it.
Yeah.
Kofi Uncle sent me a screenshot and told me, "No, what am I? This guy is looking for you." Then I had to
I
go
remember.
to and then send you a message. So he is well connected. So basically, if I should tell you that, how do you connect with people? And it's so hard. I mean, it's so hard to connect with successful people because everyone wanna keep things a secret. They don't want to be too open. Ghanaians, they're not too open. So if you meet somebody that he trusts, then he'll be able to, give you that, okay, so I trust Kofi, so it's good to talk to me. Then, yeah. So I think if you need anybody, you need Kofi. Kofi is the best person to talk to.
I'll drop his number on the chat. Just also, just say if anyone has questions, please put it in the chat and we will get them answered. Being British, being American, being from the diaspora outside of Ghana, how can we leverage off of that? So how can we kind of, pull the trump card and say, hey, I'm not fully Ghanaian. It's sad to use it, but if you're saying that, they'd rather give contracts to non-Ghanaians, how do I present myself as the best of both worlds? I'm Ghanaian and not at the same time.
No, I mean, if I say that they give contract to people that are not Ghanaians, I'm not saying not Ghanaians, people that don't look like them.
What about sounds? Maybe I can sound like non-Ghanaian on the phone.
No. Who people? No, not sound at it. There's a guy from the UK that I think I interviewed recently. He has a fish farming in Ghana. He wanted to go back to the UK. He was just tired of the system. He just wanted to go back to the UK. But at the end of the day, he's like, no, let me just meet people who are connected and keep moving. So they always want to give contract to people who doesn't look like you because they feel like these people are bringing that money. Like, I just feel like the colonial mentality still exists in Africa. The colonial mentality still exists. Like they just want to see that, okay, you non-black, you have money to invest in here, or maybe you don't look like us, something. That's how it is. So what I'm saying is that when you come in here, it's not that easy. But so far as you start and you're determined with that drive that you have, you can make it. So far as you tap into it and things start moving, that's it. That's why so many people, like, I'm going to tell you a secret here. So many of the people doing businesses in Ghana, most of them have non-black partners. So in everything, they are non-black partners who go as if, okay, I'm the one having the contract, but they are behind. This is, I just spoke to somebody today. I don't want to mention name in here, but I'm supposed to do something for them on Wednesday. But they had to let a non-black person reach out to me and say that, okay, we're going to do this and that. At the end of the day, the business is for him. It's just the mindset, that colonial mindset still existing here. So me, I'm being real in here. I'm not gonna sugarcoat.
This is your truth.
So you are coming. Just know that this is the situation at hand. Don't come and say that I'm from Ghana. I'm just gonna get things easy. I'm gonna move around. No, they're gonna frustrate you. And coming from a place where the system works, they'll be like, "What is going on in here?" They'll frustrate you. Like I tell people that sometimes even traveling in Africa as an African is one of the difficult things that I've ever done. Like traveling in Africa as an African. Like sometimes to go to certain places, I'll be at the airport and they will ask me, "How can you get money to travel?"
Wow.
But I keep on seeing young non-black passing by and no one is asking them money, or no one is asking them how did you get money to travel. But I'll go there, like I've been detained just for them to check how much money I have in my account before I enter a country.
Wow.
Just this is something that sometimes when you talk on camera, people feel like they're making their country look bad. But that is the colonial mentality that we have in here. So it's still happening. I'm not gonna say that things are gonna no. There are opportunities in Ghana, there are opportunities in Africa, and I'm just gonna tell you that the opportunities that you're gonna have in Africa, you can never have it in the West. You can be a millionaire in a short time in Africa than being a millionaire in the West. People in here don't see the opportunities. Like I came to Africa. Let me tell you, like I was in China doing vlogging all the time, shooting videos in China. I got 100,000 followers when I was in China, yeah? But I've been in Africa for just 1 year. Yeah, and now I'm like 537,000. Just 1 year. The opportunities are here, but you have to start it, even though people are going to frustrate you. But if you see that vision that this is where I want to go to, definitely nothing will stop you.
Yeah.
Nothing will stop you.
So using England as an example, the Indian community, this is one factor that I'm not giving a reason for it, but they are they stick together. The Asian community, they stick together. They'll buy houses in the same area. All their kids will go to the same school. All their kids will go to the same after, the social care and all those things. They stick and build a community quite insular, where they're not really concerned about whether Europeans like them, whether Black people like them. They're doing their own thing, generally speaking. But, typically Black people, we always want to be accepted by other communities. We always want to be recognized. Now, I kind of then compare it to diasporans in Ghana. Should we, or how much do you think we should implement that kind of Asian cultural mentality, in terms of we go there, we're not like them, so why try to be accepted? We're not like them, so why don't we build our own diasporan community? And when we're strong enough, people will come on board. So like you're saying, we have to pretend to have a non-Black person on the company, because that's what works. If it's working and the other isn't working, then sensibly you do what works. Or have your own inbuilt community where you're so insular that you support and provide the system for yourself. What do you think about that, if that makes sense?
I would say that there is a diaspora community in here, but to be honest, they are not united. We have it's not like the community doesn't exist, but we are not united. Sometimes I feel like even, when you come to Ghana right now, everybody is doing real estate. But even within that real estate space, there is a competition. I think this is something normal among ourselves. It's normal. We are not united like the way Indians will unite and support each other. I think let's talk about you even living in the diaspora. We have Africans from Sierra Leone, Liberia, Nigeria. You cannot tell me that all of you come together to call yourself one Africa. Even within Ghana, the Ashantis are here, the Evers are here. And so how do you expect to form, what do you call it, a diaspora community? This is something that I think is going to be how we all know it. But I believe that each one for himself, and you struggle to survive. And when you survive, to build a community. I mean, this is something that I don't know how to answer, but I think it's not going to work right now. All you need to do is to just, if you need help, you can talk to other people to help you and support you. But in terms of uniting to build your own community, that's going to be hard because the competition among ourselves is way too much.
So there are enough of us that care, like in the chat box. When will it change if not us? So if not us, who? If not now, when? It will continuously be you have to do this, you have to do this. So to be that, as you said, there's so many of us. You're wiser when you've seen more, you've been exposed to more. So that's what makes, it's not because we've gone and schooled in the West, it's just because we're well traveled in that sense. So now we have that. Why should we then mold and fit into the system? If you know what I mean. So if
that's
we're
what I'm
there to
saying.
make a change, a social change as well as economical change.
No, that's what I'm telling you. Even if you look around yourself at the Nigerians and the people, the Nigerians and the Sierra Leone, all of you call yourself Africans, like coming together as one Africa. No, it doesn't happen. Like I don't think that will work. To be honest, I don't think that will work. So because we still have, I don't know how to explain this. Even let me give you an example.
Yeah.
We said they want to have intercontinental free trade, but the borders are still there. We need to get visas before we go to certain countries. I've been deported from an African country. Okay,
Wow.
and you talking about it's funny. I've been deported from an African country. Sometimes I need to apply for a visa with just 1 day. I overstayed my visa for 1 day in Zambia. Also, I got deported. Just 1 day. how do you expect from one community because we are all coming from the diaspora? No, it's never gonna work. I feel like even if it has to work, it has to start with a group of people, and then gradually we enlarge it, and then that's it. But for now, from my traveling experiences in Africa, we don't even know each other. How do you expect us to come together?
Yeah.
Hey, that would be tough. I don't know. Maybe
We are
if
optimists.
somebody in the chat room knows how to do this, he can. It's okay.
We are optimists.
Yeah.
We are optimists. We believe. I must say I think that's part of the reason why we set this group up, to provide that community feel and to be the change. Because enough, people say, oh, the government, everyone's corrupt. Not 100% cannot be corrupt. There are a few, but they might be the small minority, or the they haven't got a voice, But if we give everyone with the right mindset and microphone, so that's mainly the reason for everyone that's new and have joined. That's part of the reason why we've set Fenchurch Professionals Migration to Ghana.
That's need a revolution, to change the whole government system in
Oh,
Africa.
no,
It
we
needs a
do. We're starting
revolution.
small. We're starting local,
No, it
grassroots.
needs a revolution. It's like I said, step by step. But we are too partisan. Like most of us are too partisan that even if something is happening, then somebody want to say it has to be. Let's say it has to be right now. MPPs and NDCs in opposition. So if anything happens in the country, like people starting a revolution, then it has to be from the MPP people. Or maybe if NDC is in power, it has to be like MPP who are, starting a revolution. But I think we need to start from somewhere. We need to start from us. And
Change begins with us.
start?
Yeah.
How do we start?
Yeah.
Like, I was tired of seeing the continent this way. I was tired of people turning their back on Africa. That's why I started this whole Africa to the world movement. And sometimes I feel so happy to see people coming back to Africa to invest because they said they saw my videos. Today I had a phone call. I had a phone call with a company in America who are coming to invest in Ghana, and they are partnering with VW, the Made in Ghana cars, and they want me to be the official vlogger because they are coming to Ghana to invest because they saw my video.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just today. I was like, what? Is it like we saw your video and they're telling us to come back home? This is a Black American company, and they're like, we are coming today, and then we're gonna meet you on Wednesday. So
Wow.
that's like one of the best message I've received, as how do you call it, internet vlogger. Yeah, so that's how it
Wow.
is.
Well done.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask, you've been to, I think, 17 or so African countries.
Yeah.
One, what makes Ghana stand out? Obviously, we're patriotic, we love the food and whatnot, but what makes us stand out as a country? And then two, how can we think on a continental level, rather than us, closing our eyes just to Ghana? Because I haven't been to any Southern African
Yeah,
country.
don't just close your eyes. Like, just say because you're from Ghana, you want to invest in Ghana. That's the biggest mistake. I would say that there are so many countries with more opportunities, but Kwame Nkrumah really did well for Ghana. Like I said, like everywhere I go to, people, I will not use the word worship, but people love me because I'm coming from Ghana. And why? Because of Kwame Nkrumah. The legacy that Kwame Nkrumah left behind is still follow you wherever you go to. I think when I went to Rwanda, the Rwandese president said, whatever he's using to rule his country right now, he learned it from Kwame Nkrumah's book. So I think the entire country should be happy that we have someone like Kwame Nkrumah who paved the way for Ghana, because this is how everybody see Ghana, Kwame Nkrumah. Like, they respect Ghana so much. Sometimes when I leave Ghana and I go to certain countries, I think that Ghana deserves better. Ghana really, really deserves better. But I think our people are not doing the right thing for Ghana, because like coming to Accra, sometimes it's just sad. Like a country like Ghana, we don't have an airline. But if you go out of Ghana, the way people respect you, I have no idea. Like I went to Tanzania. No, sorry, I went to Kenya. They have a whole book learning from Ghana.
Wow.
Like a whole book, like just Ghana, just Ghana, like Kwame Nkrumah this, Kwame Nkrumah that. So I went to Kenya where people are telling me Ghanaian history that I don't even know myself.
That's good.
just because of Kwame Nkrumah. I went to Tanzania and immediately I opened my mouth. I'm from Ghana, like, oh, Kwame Nkrumah's country. And that is the legacy that Kwame Nkrumah left behind. I think Zambia built a whole university called Kwame Nkrumah University. It has nothing to do with Kwame Nkrumah National, how do you call it, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. It has nothing to do with it. But they just built that and name it Kwame Nkrumah. So that is what made Ghana stand out. But I think when it comes to development, Ghana is way behind. Never gained independence on the African soil. I think we deserve better enough of the partisan politics that is taking the country backwards. Because if you come to our capital city, you can't compare our capital city to Rwanda.
You
You can't
can't. Okay.
compare. You can't compare. We don't even have airline in Ghana. A whole country like Ghana, like Rwanda, a country which is just 20 something years old, 25 years old, has
Mm,
an airline. If you
mm,
go to which country, Tanzania has a national carrier. Even Ivory Coast have a national carrier. Senegal has a national carrier. I mean, Egypt, South Africa,
mm.
Ghana deserves better, And I think it's just the whole government system. It's not even helping private sectors who are willing to do something better for the continent. It's just within the family and friends, and that's it. I think
Mm.
we can do better than this.
Next question. I was gonna ask what your favorite country has been. What the most developed African country you've been to, bar South Africa, but I think it might be Rwanda unless I'm wrong.
No, it won't be Rwanda. I would say Rwanda is not developed, but
Developing.
they are trying, but not developed. But I think I would go for Mozambique, being
Okay.
another developed country that I've ever been to.
Why would you say
Rwanda,
Mozambique?
it's it's so developed. I don't know. The transportation system, the skyscraper. I mean, maybe some people would say you don't have to use skyscrapers to say that a country is developed, but you almost see skyscrapers everywhere in Mozambique. It's one of the country that I think it's underestimated in Africa, because when I got there, I was like, wow, is
Really?
this a country in Africa? Because I thought like I'm just going to South Africa, which is the most developed country in Africa. But when I went to Mozambique, I was blown away.
Oh, wow.
It's really beautiful. Maybe if you can check my Mozambique video, you see what I'm talking about. It's super
I
beautiful.
will.
I was literally blown away. And talking about cleanliness, I will give it to Rwanda. They are really trying. It's a country like it's one of the safest. No, not the one of the safest country that I've ever been in Africa. Like literally, you can be walking in Rwanda, and anything happens, there is a bell in the country where you can ring the bell, and at the end of the day, the police will attend to you in
Oh, wow.
5 minutes time. And you can even register your business in 6 hours. You have your certificate the same time, same day. So Rwanda is my all-time favorite in terms of seeing a zero corruption, because I hate corruption. So that is why I love Rwanda so much. Zero corruption. What else? Which country? Swaziland. Yeah, peaceful,
Okay.
peaceful.
Okay.
Yeah, very peaceful. Yeah.
Okay. So you talking about the transition from when you were in China now to Ghana, you've gotten so many followers. What, how are you leveraging off of that personally, and how has being in Ghana allowed you to mostly post lockdown? So obviously you've moved to Ghana and the lockdown has happened as well. How can we, and where do you see the future of Ghana post lockdown? So, the new normal. How do you think that's going to impact Ghana?
Okay, so um, you mean like after the lockdown? But Ghana is not in a
Yeah.
lockdown.
No, sorry, like global lock, like the world has changed since COVID.
I think everything is like, if I'm gonna tell each and everyone in here, let's say during the lockdown, I never felt that there is something like a lockdown, because all my source of income is on the internet. So this is what I think I have to encourage in here. I know most of us want to do businesses, but you also have to think about what can the internet do to change your life. What can you do on the internet to change things around you? I think I stated like earlier that there are so many things to do on the internet so to make money. So if I should say, like, after everything that is happening, each and everyone should at least have an income on the internet, because that is the only way, because so many businesses were not functioning anymore. Like I'll go to restaurant, I'll go to, how do you call it, hotels to promote them, and literally when you go there, nobody's around. Nobody, literally nobody's there. You see, so I think if you're a startup business, think about how to use the internet to support your business. I don't know how to answer this, because I am not into the grants people who are doing businesses one on one. You have to sell stuff, or maybe you have to manufacture a product and sell it to the. I'm doing everything on the internet, 100% on the internet. I don't literally do anything, just on the internet. So it's gonna be hard for me to answer this
Mm,
question. I'm gonna answer it in my own way, like what I think it's the best is be on the internet, find something that brings money to you on the internet, because during this lockdown people were saying corona, covid, corona, this thing. I never felt anything,
mm.
because this is the time that it actually helps
Benefited.
you more than any other thing. Like, this is the best decision, like, to come back to Ghana. I was in Mozambique when covid showed up. All I did was to fly back to Ghana. I just sat down, what am I gonna do? I just rebranded myself, and for now I think it's one of the best thing that I've ever done.
Thank God. So now you have a team of people. So if we want to go back to Ghana, set up our own IT infrastructure, whatever it is, how can we work with employees? What has your experience been since you've come from the abroad, China, and you've
Mm.
seen how, employees work, employers work? How have you used that mindset with leadership in China, and how have you brought it into Ghana, and how have you seen the clash, or are we moving with the times in terms of employee and employer relationships? And what advice would you give for somebody who is trying to hire staff?
I would say that when you come to Ghana, working with the people, you just have to make sure that you bring strict rules, but also because there's this kind of problem in Ghana. When people are working for you and they know that the business is not for them, they tend to like take advantage and do whatever they want. You understand? So I think you should bring strict rules, because when I was in China, my boss was so strict. And even though beside when you are not working, oh yeah, you guys are friends, but when it comes to working time, he is so strict. You will even think that this is your boss that was laughing with you this morning. So I think you can bring that concept in here, where you can have that employer-employee relationship, but make sure that the person that is working for you during that work time, you know that this is work time. We have nothing like friendship or anything, because so far as you allow yourself, they're going to take advantage of you. I think this is the downfall of so many people. There is a woman who started a resort in Kumasi. I met her. Definitely, she was crying because she was coming from America. She thought everything was just like the way things are in America. And then when she came over here, she started giving her things out to people to do it for her. And then they messed up her whole business. She had to move back to America, organize herself again, and come back. And now she's on the ground. So I think you just have to be there and know what your people are doing. And bear in mind that, I mean, how do you guys call this, man? Salary? What is salary? Salary is kind of, there's a word for it, like giving salary in here. I mean, it's low, the way they pay people in here. No, I mean, you are getting dollars, but when you come to Ghana, it's just Ghana city. So I think each and everyone out there can employ more people to work for them, only if you really know that the job that you're doing is bringing more profit into the system.
Okay. And also, if we're starting out, and how do we hire people? How do we get about recruiting? Should it be word of mouth? A family member that's just graduated from university, I'm giving him a chance. What has
No.
been your experience with who you hire?
So most of the time, I don't even want people to know that I'm the one hiring. So what I did, I set up a fashion shop for my sister, but I had to ask somebody to help my sister get somebody, because when they get to know that it's this person who is hiring them, they end up increasing their prices. So I think sometimes you need to look for somebody on the ground, somebody who have lived in Ghana all his life to help you search for people. Don't go and say that, hey, I'm from the UK, I just returned from the UK and I'm looking for somebody to work for me. With your accent alone, you're gonna pay double.
Jeez.
With your accent alone, it's happening. With your accent alone, you're gonna pay double. So look for somebody who is in Ghana to help you. Look for people. It's something funny. I was looking for a videographer, and then I started searching for this guy myself. I spoke to this guy, like, oh, are you Wode Maya? I said, I'm the Wode Maya. And at the end of the day, he told me he's going to charge me 6,000 Ghana city.
Mm.
And then I quickly asked him, are you crazy or something? Which job in Ghana pays 6,000 Ghana city? Then I asked my friend who doesn't know anybody. He just started making calls, doing inquiries. And do you know how much we got? Like, at the end of the day, we got 1,000 Ghana city for a month.
Mm.
But sometimes, like I said, like when they know where you're coming from, they know
Yeah,
who you
yeah,
are, you end
yeah.
up paying a lot of money because they know that you have money. So look for somebody on the grounds, and that person will definitely help you get the cheapest price ever, and then you go with it so that you can be able to employ more people.
I was going to watch your video with I think being mixed race in Ghana.
Mm.
And what have you found has been the downside of being British? For example, you could tell I'm British because of my accent. So what's the downside of us coming back and that we
There's
need to be
no
aware the
there's no
social aspect?
downside. There's no
Or there's
downside.
not
I
downside,
think
but maybe things to be aware of.
you definitely have more opportunities in Ghana more than me, because like I
Oh,
said, colonial mentality still exists.
I'll be paying
So
6K for something though instead of 1K.
no, oh, that one you pay. No, that one you have to spend your money on that. So I'm talking about like spending your money in that aspect, paying more money. People are going to take advantage of you. But when it comes to you looking for a job, you have advantages over most of us living in Ghana. You have advantage of even those of us who went to China and coming back with your accent. Hey, can you give me that UK accent a little bit? Definitely, you get more opportunities than anybody. So that is it. Is for you. I'll say you have to come back if you really want to. Maybe you can go. You can start from not establishing your own business, but you can go into this multinational companies that we have in here. Try and find a job over there, make money over there, and use that money to start to establish something. And there's this guy that I interviewed. You should check him out. There's this guy. Oh, he used to work for Viasat one of my videos. I wish I can send a link. I don't know. He left the UK to build, is it 300 unit apartment? Check that guy. That
Mm.
guy was based in the UK. He came to Ghana and then he started working for companies before he made money out of it and then established his own brand. So I think people that were born in the UK and coming back, you have more advantages over Ghanaians like that were born here. I mean, that's the
Yeah.
colonial
No,
mentality.
that's a fact. But
Yes.
also, as you said, the downside, if I was owning a business and I wanted to, you know, build things or, vendors, they'll charge me a bit more. And that's, I suppose, the
Yeah,
negative side. So
definitely.
if I
Definitely.
wanted to if I wanted to work in a big company in the UK, referrals are good, but I also know that I've got their website also has job opportunities. I can always apply. And obviously it's who you know everywhere, but at least the normal man can get the opportunity. If I want to work in a multinational company in Ghana, what's the best way to go about it from your experience that you found with talking to people?
There are website, but I can't mention any of the website right now because I've never done that before. But I know and believe that there are websites that you can search for these jobs because
Mm.
I know people who have done it. There's a man that I met. I've not interviewed him yet, but this is what he did. He was based in America, even though he's a Ghanaian. He was based in America, but when he wanted to come back, he started searching for jobs online, and then he finally got, is it Jesmo. I don't know if there's a company called Jesmo in Ghana, and then he got that, and then from there through Jesmo he got another job from Great Co. So basically he started from there before starting his own business, So maybe you are coming back to Ghana, you don't have so much money, but you can start searching for a job to work with these multinational companies. And then from there, you can get this money and start your own business. Personally, I would say that don't come to Africa to look for a job. There are so many opportunities. Oh my goodness. Like, I don't know how to say it. Like, especially e-commerce. People don't understand e-commerce in Ghana. They don't understand. People don't understand e-commerce. And this is where the market is. This is where the market is. Like, you know, you live in the UK, you can order food any day, anytime. And they'll bring it. In Ghana, I think it's Jumia that is doing that. Somebody can bring that competition. You know, somebody can bring that competition, and then that's it. There's so many, like, you see, now I've seen that a friend of mine came from China and set up what do you call it? Delivery. He set up a delivery company where they're going to deliver things using a motorbike. This is something that a lot of people are venturing into. But this guy created an app that will trace your product from one destination to another. So basically, I think this is the thing that the entire diaspora can tap into, because this is something that does not exist in here. It doesn't exist. You see, we have to look for Airbnb before we book an apartment. But, can we just come and then do that by ourselves? We establish an app that is basically only Africans that can use it. Even dating apps, we don't have it in Africa. We don't have. We have Tinder. Tinder is making a lot of money. And that's why I love Chinese people. They will copy you and then do something great. Like China did. There's we have another dating app in China called Tantan. It's called Tantan. That is a Tinder version of Tantan. And these people copied exactly the same thing, and they're making it. TikTok was copied from Musica. Is it Musica or Musica? It's a Chinese app. I was one of the first celebrities on TikTok. I used to, when I was based in China, we make a lot of money on TikTok until you have to be so stupid to make money. And now TikTok is all over Africa. So this is the thing. I mean, we need to tap into these things. These are the things that, you come back and just look at what is happening in the West and find out that, no, these things are not happening here. There's no crime in copying. You copy and do it better. There's no crime. This is what China is doing. So I believe that it's time for us to tap into these things and make Africa great again. Yeah.
Make Africa great again. Please send in your questions. So as you said, is you would advise to have your own business. A lot of people might not be traders or know about those things, but might be really good experience in their profession, whereby they can become consultants. How, and obviously I think Africa's seniority and age plays a big part in things, whereas in the West you could be a 25-year-old managing 50-year-olds. How do we go about that, not disrespecting and adhering to cultural differences there?
You need to find a mentor. I met on Friday, I met the CEO of Yahoo Clinic, who is just 34 years old. The CEO of Yahoo Clinic, is 34 years old. And this was a major challenge. He was based in the UK and as a doctor in the UK, but at some point in time, he felt irrelevant in the UK because he said that he'll be in the hospital, a white person will come to the hospital, and then he doesn't want him to attend to him because he doesn't believe that guy there is the medical doctor, But he came back here and became the CEO of Yahoo Clinic. And at the end of the day, people were like, how can a young guy like you manage us? But at the end of the day, what he told me is that he found a mentor who coached him on what to do and what not to do, what to say and what not to say. And he's fine right now. I think if most of you wanted, he's so busy, like I would have introduced him to some of you so that he can introduce his mentor to you guys. So he said the only thing he did was to find a mentor. It was so hard for him. When he became a CEO, he was just 30 years old. Yeah.
Okay, powerful. Who's your mentor, and what's been give me 2 things that they've taught you or you've taken away, 2 of the best things that you've taken away that you can share with us?
Hey.
We're taking all your knowledge today.
Okay. Hey, what a nice mentor. Hmm. Do I even have? Okay. So, okay. My mentor, I say my mom. I would say my mom is my
Mm.
mentor. And apart from my mom, I have one mentor. I don't know if you know Herman, Herman Cheney Hesley, the one who took me to meet the former
Oh,
president of
oh,
Ghana, if
yes.
you've seen
Okay.
him. That's another mentor. And what he told me, like basically he's teaching me how to do business, what to invest your money into in Africa. And he actually tells me things that I'm supposed to do, things that I'm not supposed to do. But talking about, since we're talking about investment, let me just say something that he normally tells me. He said he invested in land in Africa when he was 30 years old. But the best way to make money easily in Africa is investing your money into apartment. I don't know if you guys understand. Like, buy if you have any money out there, if you have any money that you think this money I'm not using it, buy an apartment in a prime area in Ghana. Like, let's say
Yeah.
where
Hi.
where hello,
Hi.
I can hear myself. Okay, yeah, it's like okay, hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I can still hear myself. I don't know, but
I don't know who's talking. Uh,
my God.
Carry on talking. Would you mind? We can hear you.
It's okay. So he told me that if you really want to invest your money into anything, invest your money into apartments. Apartment. And if you're buying an apartment, buy an apartment at the prime areas. Right now a lot of people are into real estate, and there's so many expats that comes to Ghana. So he gave me an idea. I used it, and I think it's one of the best thing I've ever done. In terms of, like, let's say, I don't know if any of you know Gallery Apartment, or if gallery apartment. You can literally buy a house of $75,000, which is ridiculous, ridiculous. But when you buy a house over there, at night, that's like a studio room. If you buy a house over there, then you give it out. You don't even live there. They have managements that manage the house for you. So at the end of the day, every day it costs $100, and every day the house is full. We have how
Yeah.
many days? How many days in a
In a
year?
year.
You see, so which means that if you are everybody that sleep in the room is like $100 a night. So the least you can pay in this apartment. It's how do you call it? $80 a night. So $80 a night time 365. You see, and you bought this house for like $65,000 to $75,000. So at the end of the day, you end up making your money back and then buy another one in uh, in the same place. So this is one of the things. That's why if you notice when you come to Ghana, so many people are investing their money into real estate, not into factories, because we don't have the equipment.
Mm.
We don't have the equipment in Ghana. We don't have how do I call? We don't. If let's say you have a factory and your machine breaks down, where are you going to take it to? There's nowhere you can take it to. So
Mm. Mm.
I think this is why a lot of people are investing their money into
In real estate.
real
Someone's
estate.
someone's asked the question, what makes gallery apartments so popular compared to the rest of the other apartments in East
I
Legon?
think I think the location of Gallery Apartment is the best. They can literally see Accra Mall, Villaggio, all of them are around. The Temamoto Way is over here, and I think the security too is one of the best. No one can just enter the estates without letting you know that they're coming to visit you. So all these things count, and they got what do you call it, a swimming pool and a gym. So I think a lot of people, especially expats, love to live in the places like that. And people that live in here, they don't live here forever. They are living here. Maybe they are working close to this place. So maybe 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, a day, 3 days. So that's one of the things that I think gallery apartment is so popular. And a lot of people are literally purchasing I think right now it's almost full. So yeah.
You're
You
muted,
mute
Jackie.
yourself.
Sorry, I was unmuted. My last question to you, if anyone has any more questions, is what book are you reading by an African? Who inspires you as a Ghanaian? So who are you
Yeah,
following?
so I'm reading a book right now. It's called what's his name? Kobina Obin. Yeah, Kobina Obin. He's a Ghanaian. And literally the book that I'm reading makes you think beyond the education system that we have. It shows you how to be an entrepreneur. I think wait, stickers. I wish I can show you the book. Hi, hold on. I will want to show the book over here. Can I have my book? There's Kobina Obin, the book that are perspectives.
Okay, I'll answer everyone's. I'll get him to answer
Yeah,
everyone's.
I think each and everyone needs to read this book. It shows you how to be more entrepreneurial and they have free versions. You can literally download and check it out. The book is Perspectives. I think I this is the book that I got. His name is Kobina Obenya Dakon. Yeah, this is
Right.
I don't know if you can see it.
Okay,
Perspective.
someone's mate from university.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's a Ghanaian. He's a Ghanaian, and I think you need to check this book out. I just finished reading it, and it's very good, very very
If,
good.
if you were looking for inspiration from a Ghanaian on YouTube or wherever to listen to, who would it be? Who a
I,
current living person?
I mean, a content creator.
No. So like any Ghanaian that inspires you. It could be a business owner, it could be someone at the top of their craft, CEO. What Ghanaian is worth listening to, not just or following?
Kofi is somebody that I think each and everyone in here needs to talk to. I don't know why I'm talking about Kofi so much today, but to be honest, Kofi Ankon is like if you are here and you don't know Kofi Ankon, he got so many ideas. I don't know, like I've known this guy not for so long, but it seems that the knowledge that I've tapped into Kofi, um, it's worth it. I can talk about Kofi everywhere I go to because he is a simple guy. I mean, when you see Kofi, you won't even think that this is the guy who partnered to build Ayi Mensa Park. You won't even notice. You
Yeah,
won't even notice, but he's the guy that I think if you sit down with him, talk to him, he got all the business ideas, all of them. He can. I don't want to expose Kofi in here, but we're doing a lot together right now. I think Kofi is one of the young, innovative Africans that each and every one of you needs to reach out to, be his friend. Yeah,
okay,
he got all the in and out
right.
information to help you have a successful business.
That's good. Okay. He will be on one of our sessions, God willing, soon.
Yeah,
A question.
I can talk to him. Like, don't worry. Even tonight, even if you want him to come here today, he will accept it.
You've got the Midas touch. One question: is there a big difference between it? Sorry, so back to the apartment. Is there a big difference between it and the one that you did on your video with the rooftop pool?
Oh
So
yeah,
back to the
yeah.
gallery.
Okay, yeah. So that's Oasis Park. Oasis Park. That's another
Yeah.
apartment that I think is just close to gallery. It's just close to gallery, and also with $65,000, you can buy a studio apartment over there, which is also worth it. It's worth it, and I know the owners, so I think if any one of you really want to get an apartment from them, definitely it's one of the best. And that guy too got a lot of wisdom. Ace, Mr. Deborah got a lot of wisdom. Like how come I forgot to mention Mr. Deborah? Hey, that guy,
What's his full name, please?
Stephen Deborah.
Okay, Stephen Deborah.
Oh my goodness. That's Stephen
Oh,
Deborah. Very, very humble guy. Like, oh my goodness. Both
Wode,
him and
can
his
I
wife.
interrupt here?
Feel free.
Stephen Deborah was actually meant to take this session.
oh,
Really?
Placed him with you.
But you're
Ah,
worth it.
So I've already reached out. He was meant to we were meant to have him this session, but when the
wow.
date came up for you, we chose to move him away. So
No
I'm
problem.
listening.
I don't worry. You need to get Stephen Debra in here. Stephen Debra never left the country, but he managed to establish himself. Like when you talk to him, so basically sometimes I'll go to him and say, "Oh, we're just gonna talk for 5 minutes." We end up talking for an hour.
Wow.
Stephen Debra is one of the guys that I think you need to get him here. Because me, I'm just giving you a shallow of the people that I've talked to. But when it comes to the real estate kind of thing, I think Stephen Debra will be the best person, not even Kofi, when it comes to real estate.
Okay.
Like if you want to invest your money into real estate, because he did it without anybody, he did everything by himself. Kofi partnered with Black Ivy, the same people that did Local Health, but Stephen Debra did everything by himself, even with a Ghana bank. So you can imagine he used loan from the bank to do it, which is something difficult to do, but he managed to do it. So I think you need to get Stephen Debra in here. I'm just giving you all the people that I've spoken to that you need to talk to Stephen Debra. If you
Right.
talk about real estate, I would say that
Yeah.
Stephen is the best person to speak to.
Okay.
And he's
So
a
we'll
man
drop
of
all
God, so I think you get a lot of ideas from me.
honest ideas as well. Excellent. Someone asked, do you advertise business on your platforms?
All the time, like every video you watch is advertisements, but you won't know that it's an advert. That's how smart I am, like creating content. Yeah, but it's an advert. It's like you're supporting Ghana businesses, but you have to find a way to make the story sell. So my kind of thing is like I'll never come and just say, oh, go and buy this from this person or get this person's business. No. I'll come and tell your story, and your story will sell your business. So if your story does not match my content, I stay away. Please just let me charge my laptop. Just let me connect the list before it goes off. Please, 1 minute.
Okay. We are about to close. I will be asking him his final question. Thank you so much for everyone who has stayed on this long thus far. Thank you. Just to remind everyone as well, we are having, by God's grace, a networking event in Ghana on the 22nd of December. Please tell your friends, tell a friend, and if you're coming to Ghana, do try and come. So what Woody Meyer was saying in the beginning is what we're trying to combat. We're trying to build that community for people to help people, not just the diasporans, but for all Ghanaians living in Ghana and beyond. So the whole point of what we're doing is to bridge the gap and network with each other, become the coffee anchors, the Mr. Debras of tomorrow, Would you mind, the last question I've got for you, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
I'm actually building a team where we'll be telling the African stories from different African countries, and it's going to be in different African languages, so that we'll be able to work within ourselves, get to understand ourselves better. Because when I started traveling in the continent, I felt like we don't really know ourselves. So we're trying to establish something that will connect Africans both on the continent and in the diaspora. So I just want to be that African guy when it comes to positive story about Africa. We're just going to overtake CNN and BBC very soon. And it's a platform that is going to happen. We're going to take control of our own narratives, because our government doesn't want to help us. So as an individual guy who have dedicated my entire life, this is what I've done. Like I dedicated my entire life to tell the African story, but I can't do it alone. That's why if you check my YouTube channel, every time I bring new people who are also willing to tell the African story, share my audience with them. So we're building a whole community that in the next 5 years, when you click on YouTube, all you see about is positive stories of Africa, even to the extent that you can't even get any negative story to talk about.
Amazing.
So that is what we're building, and we're getting there.
So the change that we're hoping for.
Jackie, quick one. I messaged Kofi Uncle that Wode is on Zoom, and he's trying to jump on. So I don't know how long we have, but Kofi.
No, it's okay. Let Kofi come here. Like I said, you need. I don't know why you didn't bring Kofi together with you. Kofi got all the age. I don't know. You don't joke with Kofi.
We don't joke with him at all. Hence why we've been reserving a particular date for
You
just
see,
Kofi.
I have few people that I can speak to for them to come in here. You see, the owner of the ANC Mall.
Yeah.
Do you know the owner of the ANC Mall?
No, tell us. Tell us.
No,
I saw the
the
video.
owner of the ANC Mall is a Ghanaian guy who had a tech company in the USA, and he sold everything, and then came to Ghana to establish the ANC Mall, Ghana's first mall. So he got another age. He's another guy. Oh my goodness, I don't know. Who are the people that you talk to? You have to meet all these people, and these people are willing to share. I like people who are willing to share. Some of the people that you interview, after the interview, you can't usually connect to them again. But some people, like the people that I've mentioned, Mr. Stephen Debra, Kofi Anko, and then Edward. Edward is the owner of the ANC Mall. He's another person that I think we talk every single day. And he's also mentoring me at some point in time, things that I need to do, things that I'm not supposed to do. He was even here today. He was here with me today. So you need to actually get people who are on the ground. I believe that when it comes to e-commerce, I'm the best person to talk to. When it comes to like making all your income from the internet without even thinking of doing anything, I think I'm the best person to talk to. But when it comes to investing in businesses in Ghana, doing stuff like that, these are the people that I think they can help you. Herman, Kofi Anko, but tap into Kofi Anko, and Kofi Anko will take you to all of these people.
Okay, hopefully you can come online on the session.
Why is Kofi taking so much time?
I know, right? I've just messaged him that we're waiting for him.
Maybe the wife is around. Kofi's hi, Kofi.
Family man.
He did say that his battery was running low, but he's gonna try and jump on. So let's wait and see whether he does.
No, it's okay. I'm here. I'm actually free today, so don't worry.
Thank you for everyone waiting thus far. So, Wode, I was telling people that we have an event in December, a networking event for kind of this, to take this platform to the physical level.
You see, the only thing I'm telling you, this thing that you're doing is a good thing, but you just have to let people know, because this forms as part of my project of telling people to come back home. Because I know all of you have been living abroad for so long, but you guys, at some point in time, you're not telling us the truth. You're not telling us the struggle. You make us believe that you're living your best life over there. So those of us in here too, we want to take your money because we think you guys are living your best life. But it's time for us to be open to us, for us to know that it's not easy living abroad. I've lived there, and I think sometimes it's depressing. I was with Vanessa Kambi yesterday. I think she's flying to the UK right now, and she just came to Ghana for a week. I was with her yesterday, and it's like, you know what? I wish I can buy my land, build my house in here, and then stay here forever. I feel like you guys need to be, it's not all fancy living abroad, like knowing that, everything, the system works for you, but you don't have the freedom to do what you want. Because I don't know if you're from Ghana, are you going to tell me you can be a billionaire or millionaire in America? The system will not even give you the chance. But trust me, with whatever you've learned over there, you can be a billionaire in Ghana.
Yeah, Kofi's on, Wode.
Oh, okay.
But I think he's gone. He was on. He just came on. But yeah, carry on.
Yo, so with what
he's on.
Kofi? Kofi.
I believe he's on. You're muted. I think your camera's on, but you're muted.
Me?
Hello.
Hi, good evening.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey,
we're just intruders in your personal conversation with Wode Maya. So ignore us. Ignore the 43 other people here. You and Wode Maya, converse. Let's be a fly on the wall.
What up?
Kofi.
What's good, bro?
Yeah, I'm telling these people that whatever they want to do in Ghana without you, they can't be successful. And they think I'm joking.
No, that's patently false. Patently false. I'm learning from you, bro.
No, Kofi, no, like I learned from the best, so that's why I was telling them that they need to speak to you. I think I don't want to give your number out. I would have done that already. So I think you should just I'm just gonna let you talk to them for like 10 minutes at least. I mean, speak to them, Kofi. They really want to hear from you, because I'm telling them that, I mean, Ghana is not easy as it seems, but with Kofi and Co, it's like Jesus saying that all is well.
Wow. The second Messiah, third Messiah. Um, Kofi Angle, we were just to get brief you. Yeah, we're not being blasphemous here. God forgive us. Um, we were just talking about, how to get around the system, and Woody Meyer was mentioning that networking is king there to get around, the governmental red tape or whatever it is that they have, and just knowing the right people to connect with, people that are also willing to share, because there are many people at the top, but not a lot of people are willing to kind of pass the baton, or it's time consuming to be helping us, or
It
even
is.
coming on the platform, coming now, I
Sure.
don't know what you're doing beforehand. We're blaming on the charger, but it's probably your wife, Kwame was saying. But yeah, so those kind of things. So having you as a person or others there as well. And maybe a question to ask, who's your mentor? Who do you talk to? So Woody Meyer saying that he talks to you. Who do you talk to, and how did you get about getting these people? Because you're not from, you're similar to us, trying to move back
Not
as
from
well.
around here. Yeah, Herman is extremely helpful for me. But I think the important thing, and even my relationship with Maya, and I'm happy to drive him around and open doors because he brings so much value to the table, right? So I get people, and maybe 3, 4 people that hit me up on LinkedIn and say, "Hey, I want you to mentor me," right? But I don't really know what that means. What I respond well to is action, right? When I see a young developer or somebody who started something, even if they put 2 blocks together, that shows effort and initiative. And why I've been blown away by Maya is that, I've got friends that have degrees in filmmaking and have not achieved, a tenth of what Maya has achieved through just hard work and initiative and seeing an opportunity and having the right entrepreneurial instincts. And he just adds a ton of value to my network. So it's very easy for me to throw the doors open and say, "Hey, look, Maya, do your thing." Right. So it's very much a two-way street. He's adding value and he's receiving value at the same time. So I think and what I've always found is, if you find somebody who you think can be useful to you, how can you improve whatever it is they're trying to do? And then they're also looking to say, okay, what can I do to reciprocate? But it's important for it to be a two-way street at whatever level you're entering the game.
Right. Okay. Since Woody's stopped talking, we spoke about governments and how they can be the bane of people's lives. There, what have you found to help? So he's answered it. He's given us his own answer. What's your answer to going around things that are kind of unavoidable?
Well, one, you have to realize that these things take an incredible amount of time, and then you also strategize. I typically don't. I'm not looking for government contracts. I might need a document to move through lands commission, and I understand that's going to take time. And there's a certain kind of demeanor you have to have. You've got to make sure that that's not your sole. If you need something done in 4 weeks, and your business model is predicated on it being done in 4 weeks, maybe there's a problem with your business model, because it's not going to come out of the lands department in 4 weeks.
Right.
So you've got to mitigate that risk by having multiple projects that you're pushing with different parties, so that if you're distracted, the thing is still moving forward with your partners, but they understand you're busy with something else, but your heart is in the right place and you add value when you can. I think it's really about trying to build teams and collaboratively work to achieve that vision. And you've got to be able to discern, okay, this is the person you can do business with, and this is the person you need to watch. I think those are the kind of skill sets that you need to develop. You need to be able to read people.
How different is it reading people from the West, America and England, as what lenses need to be changed, the focus point when you deal with people in Ghana?
I think it's the same skill set, but as a business person, you don't have the benefit of the credit record, credit history or credit score, or some intermediary who's helping you, or to manage that process. So you actually have to get into it. And I think in Ghana, I actually think Ghanaians, in terms of social intelligence, are probably ahead of the game. That I find that places like the US, the institutions are powerful, but the people may not have the same skill set. Whereas because institutions are weak in Ghana, folks have to develop a whole nother set of skills. So you probably actually need to tap into your Ghanaianness to propel you forward.
Give an example of what parts, because of our Ghanaianness and the attributes and traits.
Well, it's let me put it this way. I think we have a different hierarchy of values. I mean, I've had a few businesses that I've thrown at people that are massive businesses that, but the hierarchy of it, they're not, any American would have jumped at the opportunity because they would have seen the number of zeros. But for Ghanaians, sometimes our orientation is different, where we're more people focused. Success is not measured in how much money you've made or what you've built, but like your success is, the saddest circumstances, I think, for us as Ghanaians to think of as isolation, right? Whereas it's not, the idea of having your people with you. I've seen very wealthy Ghanaians and their homes almost look like community centers, right? There's a certain level where there are hundreds of people who can come in, and they've got another level where the VIPs are. Like, no American with money would organize their personal space in that way. It's a very different set of values, different orientation, but we're very people centered, and we're not necessarily, it's not the business, it's the supreme thing. That saying, it's just business, right? We're very American. That's not something that people say in Ghana.
Interesting. A lady came on and she was mentioning that you'd think to have better employee loyalty, you'd pay more in America, like in the West. If I pay you more, you'd be more loyal to some degree. But she was saying that doesn't necessarily equate in Ghana. You could pay them less and they'll probably be loyal based on different factors, other factors that you provide them.
Yeah, it's not transactional. For people, people want to see you make the effort to have a personal relationship with somebody else. It's not, whether you've paid them more. Sometimes if you pay them more, it just means that you are dizzy. But are you involved in their lives? Are you connecting at the human level? That's very important
here. Question I asked Kofi, we'll close the last question. If anyone else has questions, what have you learned, or what negative experiences, and how have you then managed it or mitigated it, being from the West? So not being fully Ghanaian, you realize that, for example, if I get in a taxi back in the days, they'll see that I'm a foreigner and they'll charge me 5 times more. So maybe I'll then get my cousin to run up and say, hey, go and stop this taxi. That's what I've done to mitigate it. So what have you seen that negatively has impacted you from being from the diaspora? And then how do you then manage that?
I think the example you shared is great. And you need to have relationships with people that you trust, who can be an intermediary. So if I'm going to buy a piece of land, it may not be me who goes to do the negotiation with my funny New York accent.
So how do you manage that? You think, okay, but you might not negotiate this as much as I want it, so I'm aiming for 1,000. Obviously, the guy's going to charge you 10 times more, but your cousin's a softie, so he might not. How do you balance that? Do you train the person as the intermediary or not?
Find the right cousin or partner or business partner. I think that's really the key, is to not overplay your hand. I know that I have some gaping holes in my skill set, and I'm quite comfortable with that. I'm not embarrassed. It's fine. When I look for a partner, I'm looking for someone who's detail oriented. I can do the strategy, I'll do the marketing, I can do, you know, those are my strengths, but there are other critical skills that are required to make businesses work. So you need to be able to get out of the way and pull your ego out, allow other people to have, and I think a lot of what moves people or motivates people is having autonomy. So you've got to give people space where they can make their own decisions. That's hugely gratifying, more so than, you know, pretty much anything else. So being able to kind of pull yourself out, allow other people to step in, do what they're good at. I think that's been key for me.
Thank you so much for your time. Thanks for coming on last minute as well. Kwame is saying that we are meant to have you in another session, so I won't take all the nuggets now. We'll save it for another time, but hugely grateful. Thank you, Wode Maya, as well.
Maya called me and said I needed to show up, and he's like now 95% of my marketing department, so I had no choice.
May we be spoken in rooms like how Maya has spoken about Kofi Anko. It's all positive. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you, Wode Maya, for your time. Thank you, everyone, as well, for staying on till this long. The next session will be in 2 weeks' time. We have a WhatsApp group. We are launching a website, and we will be hosting our first event in December, God willing. So stay tuned and support, and let us try and support you in so mutualistic, so not just sharing us, but let us share you in what you do as well. All right. Thank you, everyone, as well. Thank you so much again.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. We'll catch up.
All right.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Thanks, Kofi. Take care.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.